The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
This is Denise Nostrom, CEO and founder of Diversified Financial Solutions. Now more than ever, investment advice is needed. Not just where best to invest your money, but why. Are you investing for your future retirement? Are you retired and looking to maximize your income? Are you maximizing your income and concerned with leaving money for your loved ones? Are you investing for your retirement at the same time saving for your children's education and at the same time saving to buy another home? Are the markets in line with your goals? Are your goals ever changing? Please contact me at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691. Or visit us at diversifiedfinancial.biz. For over 25 years, I have been helping individuals, families, and business owners navigate through all market conditions with only one goal in mind, my clients. Visit me at diversifiedfinancial.biz or call Denise Nostrom, founder of Diversified Financial Solutions, at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691 for a conversation about my most important client, you. Hello and good afternoon. It is good to be here with all of you on this beautiful Friday afternoon. The weather is just perfect. I'm savoring every moment of these days, as I know they're few and far between. I'm also glad to be back. I was away from the show last Friday, and we'll go into that in a little bit. But you are listening to the Financial Chick Show, and I want to thank you for tuning in today. I'm your host, Denise Nostrom, the CEO and owner of Diversified Financial Solutions. Your Financial Chick is here to help you make better financial decisions and choices to improve your life and reduce your anxiety and stress about money. If you want to learn more about me and my firm, check out my website, financialchickshow.com. We're also on Facebook at Diversified Financial Solutions, so like our pages to get updates and see what is happening. So, before we get started, I really into the meat and potatoes, I want to wish my mother-in-law, Fran, a very happy birthday. Her birthday was actually yesterday, but wanted to give her a shout out on the air and thank her for being one of my consistent listeners. I don't think in the 5 years, a little over 5 years that I've been doing the show, that she's missed a show, maybe one or two, but literally she's been there every Friday. So I love you. Thank you for being my number one fan. And just a little fun fact, like after every show, she sends me a text, like, evaluating the show. So it definitely makes me happy, and I love that. So I hope you had a wonderful birthday, and we will see you very soon. All right. Well, I don't know. So who's having a challenging week? I am. I'm having it. Well, the week. Well, yeah, the week's been tough, but today, really, when it just like all hits, like everything like hits the fan. So the worst part of my day, and at lunchtime, I went to check, or I guess I looked down at my hand, and then I realized that I lost the stone out of my wedding band. So I am very, very distracted today. So I apologize if I'm a little off kilter, but, and then I'll be done with the show, and then I can go home. I have something tomorrow in the morning, and I have something tomorrow night. So I'm going to be like scavenging all over the house. It's got to be somewhere in the house, I think. But I'm not sure. My office, I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on. Then I get in my car to come to the show, and then my one tire, we filled up everything, but it must have a slow leak. So it's just like one thing after another. I don't know. How does everybody else feel? Like, I just feel that lately there is not 24 hours in the day. I mean, maybe logistically there are, but the days are going so quickly. We have so much more stuff that we need to do, that's expected from us. And even going on a website takes freaking like 15 minutes just to get on with all the codes and this and that. And it's just been crazy. I just feel like I wish that we could go back to the old days and just, all of this new stuff, like we want to do new and better and improve. And that's kind of, we were talking about at the office, that 2025 was the year of, if it's not broken, let's fix it anyway. So basically what I mean is that every company that we do business with, they're either changing their website, their funds, their phone system, they're this, they're that. And it's like, you're trying to keep on top of everything, but like there's logistically not enough hours in the day to really keep on top of everything. So I don't know if anybody feels me, and feels the same way that I do. But if you want to share, by all means, go to my website and we can talk about it. Or if you want to call the studio, you could certainly do that too. But it's really, really insane. Like everything is just really, really crazy. But I guess life is just the super highs and the super lows. So since I've been together with you, I had a really great opportunity to go with my girlfriends. We go usually every year out to the East End to the various wineries. So we did that on not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before then. And that was good to reconnect with everybody. And I'll tell you, that's one thing, especially with this world of technology and AI and all this kind of stuff, get together with family and friends. That is the one thing that definitely gives you that energy and that synergy to just kind of keep rolling along. So that was really good. And then last week, since I was not at the show, I was actually, and I was again very blessed for this too, I was in Costa Rica last week for a top producers retreat with my my back office. So I guess it's that work hard, play hard, right? I work like a maniac, but fortunately, the benefits come too. So I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful for that. But it was a wonderful place. I mean, so beautiful. The flight going there was very, very good. Although JFK, I must say, is a total mess. If you haven't been around there, definitely don't drive. Have car service or take the train to the plane, because we didn't. We drove there, but we had we parked our car in off-site parking, and then they brought us there, and oh my Lord, I felt bad for the guy driving us because it was just a nightmare. I mean, the roads are bad. It's just a lot. I'm sure it'll look wonderful when it's done, but these are the growing pains, and again, these are the changes that are going on in this world. But yeah, it was absolutely a beautiful place. We got there Tuesday afternoon, and we had a nice welcome dinner, and then the next morning we had a meeting, so that was kind of good. All of the upper management and the top producers, we all got together, and it's always good to kind of synergize and talk about things that are working in the company, things that are not working. So these are all the behind the scenes stuff that a lot of my clients and maybe a lot of my listeners don't realize that happens. So we do have these type of things where we speak about things and try to improve the client relationship, the various things. I know my clients went through the whole Raymond James to first clearing, and that was quite challenging, but we're closer to the end, and there's some good stuff that'll be coming up out of that. So looking forward to seeing you, like introducing you to all of that. After the meeting, the president of the company and I went for a 80-minute massage, so that was really nice, right in a hut by the water. And then on Thursday, we did ATVs through the jungle. That was quite crazy. I've never done that before. So it starts off really calm and cool, like you're on land, then you're like on water, and then water with rocks. And it was really challenging. I mean, it was at some points like, I was like, wow, what am I doing right now? But that was super cool. And then we went to a wildlife sanctuary. We saw the monkeys that were just in the jungle, but then there were monkeys that were, held captive, that were injured or whatever the case may be. And so that was really, really neat. And did some zip lining in the jungle. So that was really, really cool too. So it was all of this building, business building, or, working as teams and that type of thing. And so I came back rejuvenated, but then you get back and you try to savor the relaxation, and then the real world hits you, and then it's like, oh my gosh. And I'm sure most of you can relate to that. But, the trip home was quite an adventure. So we took Delta. And the same way, we left JFK to Atlanta, and then we went to Costa Rica, did the same thing back. But unfortunately, our plane was delayed almost 3 hours, and we didn't get home till 4 a.m. We were supposed to get home at 1-ish, and we got home at 4 a.m. So last weekend was, I was just catching up on being tired and all of that. But it was really good, and it was nice to get away and to be with my colleagues and really just, check things out and see what's going on. Have fun, work, play, the whole 9 yards. And the weather has been amazing here. When we came back, we were able to enjoy Sunday, just trying to hold on to all those beautiful days. Because like I said, I don't know how long it's going to last, but, it's it's good while we have it, and we'll see what's going on. But it has been interesting. We actually last night, the staff and I went out on our boat. We've been trying to do it all summer, but at least we got it in finally in October. So that was good. Like I said, we've been working like dogs, so trying to give them a little break and reprieve too. So it's all good, but like work has been challenging. It's been very, very challenging with a lot of the changes and technology and everything like that. And we're all pretty tech savvy, but it's just like it's been amazing. But the second half, we're gonna get into some business with the government shutdown. We're gonna talk about the stock market. We're gonna talk about a bunch of different things that will help you, and some meetings that I had this week, and talk about expectation. And I think people's expectations are getting a little bit crazy, which makes me a little bit nervous. Being in the industry for a while, we want to kind of bring you back to center. And wow, the third quarter is done. We are now in the fourth quarter, and you're going to be getting your statements. And the good news is that they look fantastic. So we take it while it's hot, right? So you're listening to the Financial Chick Show. This is Denise Nostrom. My company is Diversified Financial Solutions. Feel free to contact me at 631-758-8691. But stay tuned after the break for more. Welcome back. This is Denise Nostrom, the Financial Chick. My company's in Medford, and you can reach me at 631-758-8691 or visit my website at financialchickshow.com. I'm here to help you on your financial journey. Over the years, things change, and I'm here to help you navigate all those changes. So, just catching up a little bit before the break because I was out last week at a retreat, and it's just been good. Then I actually had a guest the week before, Sarah Laval with Simple Sweet Sites with websites. So that was really, really good. And if you didn't hear the show, you can definitely check that out on my website. But like we talked about before the break, we have this little thing called a government shutdown that's is on at the moment. The stock market is really not reacting to it, and in many cases is just shaking it off, not really caring. The last time that the government shut down was in 2018, and the S&P was down 15% during that time. And that shutdown lasted for 5 days. But the market bounced back as soon as the government reopened. So, it's kind of an interesting thing. I mean, a lot of the market gyrations from time to time are emotional. And, right now the emotion is high. People are just not caring, and everybody's, the market's going to all-time highs. We hit another all-time high, and which is good. It's not a bad thing. The interesting thing is that typically when the government shutdown is rectified and the government opens back up, the market will like that. So we could actually see more highs. So if you're not in the market or haven't been positioning yourself properly, it's definitely time to do that. One thing that came out of the as per the Atlanta Fed, that no recession has been confirmed. On prediction markets platform Polymarket, odds of the U.S. entering into a recession in 2025 began the year at 18% and peaked at 65% on April 8th. And that's when the market was really, really not doing well. Actually, it was doing very poorly from February to April. People were, starting to panic. And then as soon as you panic, then it changes, right? So peaked at 65% on April 8th, but then hit a year-to-date low of 5% on September 17th. So their forecast for the third GDP growth came in at 3.3%. So no recession. But what's very, very interesting is that the recession speak has really been going on for about 3 years, maybe 4, since like 2022, 2021, that recession. The thing is that my problem with a lot of the stuff that goes on, there is a lot of information that's there to take, which is good, but you have to pull apart and really evaluate and make sure the information that you're getting is correct, because there's now 24-hour news cycles, and they have to fill in that news cycle for 24 hours. So they're just sensationalizing, and they're trying to get viewership and everything. So you have to really look bigger than what is being said. I guess we'll just kind of leave it at that. And then the good news, like I said before the break, the third quarter is done. We are now, I can't even believe, October 3rd. Time is waiting for nobody, but we're rolling into the fourth quarter. The third quarter was very, very good. We had a great quarter, and the year so far has been quite good. But you'll be getting your statements and you'll be very, very excited. So let's just kind of take a peek into what's been going on. So year to date, pretty much every index is positive and double digit. So we have the S&P year to date. This is through September 26th. Was up 14.1%. The Dow Jones has been up 10.1%. The NASDAQ's up 17%. The foreign stocks or international is up 24.3 and emerging markets is up 26.2. So it's very interesting. So I had a meeting today with some people and with a couple. And actually, it's not even just them. I've been asking this question quite frequently to people. What do you think is an average stock market return on, say, an S&P 500 index? If we looked over time, not just of late, but over time, what's a good average? So most people are coming in with, I've heard 12%. I've heard 15%. I'm sure there's other numbers too, but those are the two that stuck out, to me. And what concerns me there is that the average is between like 6 and 8%. Now, the market's bucking the system big time right now because we've got double digits, but not only double digits, but high double digits. And we've been doing that for a bit of time right now. So it is good, and we ride it and we take it while it's hot. But a few things that you need to do is, one, evaluate your portfolio. As this is something that what I do with my clients when they come in, we run through each one of their securities and we take a look and see what they have. And if something's popping off 123%, and this is happening, or 70%, we're keeping the position, but we're moving some of that money out of that particular security, taking the gain off the table. My concern is that, everybody's hot and heavy, AI and technology and Google and Meta and everything is just all technology. And we've seen this game before. In the 2000s, 1999, 2000, everything was technology and everyone was, putting their money into that and not looking at a broad-based market view. It's fine. You want to go where the money is. I totally understand that. But my concern is that this will end at some point. It's going to end. Everything does. Everything that swings to one side will swing back to the other side. So we've had big, like the tech boom, and which became the tech bust. So not to say that this is going to happen again, but it's October 3rd, of 2025. This is something that very well could be the case. So if you don't chase the extreme winners. I mean, you can add to positions, but don't the all or nothing. So another question that I had was, what do you think about Bitcoin? Should we put all of our money into Bitcoin because it's doing so well? Well, yes, it has been doing well, but I would never suggest that you put all your money into one thing ever. Hence the name of my company, Diversified. And I really believe that Diversified Financial Solutions. You need to spread your risk around because you just never know what can happen. And you don't want to have a great portfolio and run your money up and have that number that and then lose that number. So I would definitely take a look at things and just, make sure that you're in the right places at the right time. But at the same token, we still have room to run because historically, the fourth quarter always stands out as the strongest and most consistently positive quarter of the year for stocks. So since 1928, the S&P 500 has averaged a gain of 2.9% just in the fourth quarter, with positive returns 74% of the time. So in comparison to quarter one, quarter two, and quarter three, they have all seen positive returns 60.2% of the time. So again, that's a mumble jumble of a lot of numbers, but that was according to Bespoke. But I just think that we're in a great place and we're probably going to still have some legs and things are going to move. But what my concern is that people that really aren't seasoned investors do believe that they are now, because they've been getting a lot of great returns. I had one gentleman come to my office this week and he's taking money out. He's like, oh, it keeps getting replenished. So I did an average of what he's taking per year. He's taking 24.5% a year. And what that means is that he's got to do better than 24.5% each and every year to keep it the same level. So when I showed him via the financial plan that this account was going to run out in like 4 years, he was in shock and awe. So when I start seeing this stuff, next year I'll be in the business for 30 years. This is the time to really start checking yourself, because you don't want to get too cocky and too excited about things, because the euphoria sometimes gets deflation. Not saying that's going to happen in the near future, but just keep your eye on the target. So if anybody's around, tomorrow is the Ageless and Unstoppable workshop at the town of Brookhaven. Starts at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's One Independence Hall in Farmingville. It's going to be the sandwich generation, navigating the next chapter, your kids and parents, decluttering and organizing with Vinny Giacoloni, the organized guy, and Get Up and Move. We're going to be doing some boxing by Jonathan Arroyo, a professional boxer, but we're going to start the whole thing off with laughter. We're going to have a comedian. So if you can be there, $10 to get in. You'll love it. I'll be at the door. Come and say hi. And that's it. It's a wrap. So thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you tuning in. Remember to do better and be better. Take care for now. And I look forward to being with you again next Friday. Have a great weekend.
Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Peak Brokerage Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Blackridge Asset Management and Diversified Financial Solutions are separate and independent entities from Peak Brokerage Services.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.